Hello world! Way of Time here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. Now, as you see, there was a bit of an issue with getting this thing powered with a battery box on top, and I decided to pretty much butcher the entire thing and mess a lot of stuff up. But no matter, it's repairable if I have time. Anyways. Sorry, that's bugging me. That's just really bugging me. Going into more important stuff, what we're going to do is some stuff that we were talking about yesterday, but probably not all of it. Though, unless you're a wizard, you probably didn't hear anything I said. And I did find the reason of why I couldn't say anything to you guys. The reason was simple. My mic was muted. Yeah, my mic was muted. Thus is the story of how idiotic I can be. Now, my fancy pants are now fully powered up, so I can now run like the wind like I always do. So, there are a few things that we will need to do to realize our dream. Haha, realize our dream, wow. Anyways, there are a few things that we'll kind of need to do. Let's kind of say what we need to do first way. It will be very helpful. Okay. Now, I didn't really explain it well enough in the last episode because you guys couldn't hear me. What I'm planning to do is having all of this complex linked via all of the separate mod power sources. So, what I have right now is I have most of the rooms linked to the logistics network. That's good. So, basically, I can request any sort of item from any one of these three rooms, as it stands right now. But what I'm planning is to not only be able to request something from each of the rooms, but be able to use the energy from each of the power systems. So, say if I want to have some sort of mixed room that uses the macerators from Industrial Craft, then want to cook everything up with the red power stuff, the red power furnaces, and then be able to use something in Buildcraft, I don't know what, to be able to pull more power or something, or oil from an oil well. I'd be able to do that by, wait for it, having every single energy wire or pipe in this case go through and connect to every single building. Now, as you see, not every single building is, built, since that would be a bit of work, since I need to work at one thing at a time. Now, on to the operation of today, doing that one thing at a time. The thing that we're going to want to do is start working on a Thaumcraft room. That includes probably a Vis purification room. Well, this stuff is all purified right now, so that's not any matter. But also, we're going to want a Thaumatic enchanter, an occultic enchanter, because we don't want to use our Vis willy-nilly, don't we? And also, we're going to want crystal rooms. Maybe find out a way to automatically harvest the crystals, because this is very arduous. Yeah, right-clicking is very arduous way. But we're also going to want a storage area for all the Vis. Now, going for the bringing all the energy networks to different areas of the map, how we're going to do that for Thaumcraft is pretty much we're going to, how to explain this? We're going to have the pure Vis be able to go to each and every single room, since I want to make sure that taint doesn't go anywhere near the other areas. Now, also in our Thaumcraft room, we're going to want a few things. We're going to want seals to be able to cancel the taint, the ambient taint in the area, or we can just use V's condensers charged with the awesomeness that is the taint seal, or whatever it's called, you know? Also, we'll want to have a lot more crystals being made, and also a tainted crystal area. I'm talking too much, so let's actually start working on this. Now, the standard room size is yay big, and we're probably going to want a standard room size. And turn that off since I am wasting energy, since all of the stuff I made is in here. Golden chipsets, yay! Let's just scope out the dimensions of this room. The dimensions, if I remember, is like 23 by 23. But that's not to matter right now because we can just go way over here and get the dimensions from the farthest recesses of this build. Now let's actually see. Walls here. So, repair. And let me guess. Wow, this is the first time I've never had cobble on me. Wow. Okay, guess I'm gonna have to create some cobble before we start building stuff, and also I'm gonna have to deconstruct that setup. But also leave the pure V's tanks. That'll be fun. Okay, now there's a good elongated area for which we can work with. Door is centered, hopefully. If it's not, I will cry. And we got a lot of stuff here. Now, I haven't taken this down yet because I actually have not made an arcane tinkering tool at all yet. So let's see what the arcane tinkering tool is. It requires thaumium ingots, redstone, and enchanted wood. So I gotta enchant some of my wood to be able to use it. So I think we have enough V's crystals now, so let's get some of those. And it will require iron and a V's crystal and some wood, so we'll need to gather some of the wood and hook this area to the logistics system so that it'll be a bit easier to gather all of our supplies. Now let's see. Ingot, yes please. And wood. Wood products. Don't have anything in that non-chest yet. So let's grab one bit of timber and go back to our infuser. Now, the infuser is going to need to move locations. There's no doubt about that. And also a few of the items, especially this wall. This wall pretty much has to go, because I can't really stand having a big wall of crystals in my path. Kind of ugly at the moment, actually. So let's work with that. So take these out and get, what is it? Ingot first. Thank you. And get some of my wood. Bit longer, but got it. And finally, we're going to get the last ingot that I have over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we finally have an arcane tinkering tool. You know, making another alchemical bag would be a very good idea, Way. It's, you know, so good of an idea that I can't do it. I just don't know why. Okay. I'll dump the rest of the Netors in my crucible here so that it can go with the rest of the system. Yay. And then look. Okay. Need to get rid of that wall, but I need to deconstruct these also. So let's left click. How do you take them from it? Huh. See? Huh. Do I have to deconstruct it with it? Okay, obviously that's not the way. I'm gonna look at how to use this item. Yay! Facepalm. Okay, I cannot take it off using the arcane tinkering tool. I need another item. It's the wand of reversal. And where is my Thaumic dictionary? I probably have it somewhere in front of me right now. Thaumic dictionary. Probably in one of my chests. Anyways, I need the wand of reversal to get any of the seals back. Not seals, but upgrades or any of that. Now, where is that Thaumic dictionary? Hold on. Yep, it was staring me right in the face. Okay. Wand of Reversal is one of those odd ones. I'm not sure which exactly it is. No, 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 no. Up. Wand of Reversal. Okay, we need an Arcane Singularity and the Enchanted Wood. We have the Enchanted Wood, and we can get the Arcane Singularity rather effortlessly. We need a bit more redstone, so let's grab that. We need a Nitor and the other one, and coal. Coal. Where is coal? I don't know. Where is coal? I don't want anything but coal. Come on. Okay. So we're gonna need to craft the Nitor to get it. And this is one of those things that I should have crafted first. Like one of the very first items I should have crafted because, hey, I've been fooling around with Thaumcraft quite a bit. So it only makes sense. So let's just grab a pork chop to expedite the process. I think that's enough. Give me my stone back. So let's run back over there and make some of our items. Okay. So first, glowstone, redstone, that makes Nitor. Now, is it glowstone and coal or coal and redstone? Yep, coal and redstone. The alumentum. Ooh. Now we got the arcane singularity. Throw this back in and get my enchanted wood to throw in here, and it'll finally make the blasted device. Now this I haven't really used, therefore it will go like that. Okay, finally, stop jumping back into my inventory. Okay, wand of reversal, go. Got one, got two, good. Break this down. And got that. Okay, that's good. So a lot of crystals here, we're going to need to break that. Going to need to break all of this, and this will be an easy thing to break, and it'll take the rest of that stuff from there. I need a better inventory. Blarg. I'm gonna clear this stuff up, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, I successfully deconstructed all of that willy-nilly stuff. And, well, this stuff I'm going to keep for now, but keep in mind that it will need to move in the future. The wall of crystals. That sounds like a good, storybook or something. Okay, gonna just look at the lasers to line up the center of the room, because the center is going to pretty much hold the key of where everything goes. Now, this is the exact center of the room. We're going to need to have some sort of good centerpiece for this room. Now, what is a good centerpiece? Obviously not the Thaumic tanks, because, well, they're just storage, honestly. Not this, but we can... The infuser is a good centerpiece, but also a crucible of eyes. Crucible of eyes, just one of the crucibles. So if we plonk that down... No, that's not really a good centerpiece. There must be something that screams, Thaumic centerpiece, you must use me at this moment. The enchanter could be a good centerpiece, though that's also one of those items that I would think twice about, because it's quite V's happy. Void chest? Nah. Okay, let me think. Okay, now that I thought a bit, probably not just a single item will be a centerpiece, but we need to have multiple items at the place. So like a crucible of eyes there to, be eyes only or something. We can have the dark infuser near the dark tanks, the tainted tanks, and we can have a regular infuser near the non-tainted ones. And obviously, all of them will be connected to the same network, in the fact that we'll need to have some these valves to be able to, change it. So these valves require conduits and levers. I don't have any levers on me because I never do. Then again, I might have a singular one. At any rate, going a bit ahead of myself, let's also grab our Thaumic Dictionary again. It's in my inventory. And look for tainted knowledge. We're going to need a advanced Vs valve. The reason we'd want this is because the advanced Vs valve allows advanced Vs valve. Say that 10 times fast. Advanced Vs valve. Advanced Vs valve. I can't even say it 2 times fast, or even 1. So that's a little lost cause. We're gonna need a bunch of levers. Let's just leave it at that. We're gonna need a bunch of levers to be able to craft the rest of the stuff. Now let's go with 8 levers shall be good. And then we're going to need to get the rest of it from cobblestone. So 3 pieces of cobblestone. I probably don't have any cobblestone. Yep. 3 pieces of cobblestone. And we got levers. Now we also have... let's just make 4 for now. These valves, we're going to need a lot more gold, which we're going to need to craft. Yes, I need more gold. What of it? That's not... Where is my fuel? I don't have any sort of... There we go. You can just craft this into this. That'll be happy. And onwards. We're going to need to make the V's valves. And then we're going to need to make a lot of conduits. So let's connect these to conduits first. And how are conduits made again? Because I'm going to need a lot more. Conduits are made of, glass, panes, redstone, and wooden planks. So to make it simple, I'm just going to make a few more crafting recipes in my crafting room so that I'll be able to pull conduits at will with my mind. So that I'll be able to make things a little quicker. Okay, now that I have enough conduits to drown a hippo, very complex math, folks. I don't do it. Don't do it at home. It's very difficult. Anyways, now that I have enough conduits, I'll be able to connect all of this together. Now, it'd be a lot easier if all of this was stone. Therefore, let there be stone. Ugly. There we go. Now that we have that, we can connect all of this. Now, we want it to be somewhat hidden, of course. Also, there's a bit of a problem of a feedback loop. Now, the physics of the conduit is quite interesting. Conduits, the V's in the conduits have a certain flow direction. They flow to wherever the suction is, the highest. So from one low area of suction to a higher area. So when it goes to cross, it goes for the highest. Now that is a little annoying, I gotta say, because, it's really hard to direct all of these to flow. It's not like the request system of the pneumatic, not really the request system, but it's not too similar to the pneumatic tubes, but it kind of is, but it's not only... anyways, basically, it follows the shortest distance. It goes to the shortest distance, but there's also a physics behind them with how each of them gets pulled. Now this thing right here is pretty simple in the fact that, well, stuff goes from it, so there needs to be a not really a negative suction, but anyways, a suction that pulls the stuff from this. Like, it would have been awesome if I managed to get that. Like this. So we have to have something to pull the stuff from here. Currently, there's no suction whatsoever because, well, frankly, it sucks. Isn't that funny? Ha ha ha, shut up, way. Okay, it kind of sucks, though we need a bit more suction. Now, this is kind of where a few of our devices come into play. We need to use a few items to our advantage. We need to use the V's pumps, yes. We also need to use the Arcane bellows. Now, it's going to be a little tricky on figuring out where everything goes. What I wanted is to have just a simple system, to have a bunch of tanks on each side, to be able to pull stuff in and to pull stuff out. Now, that is making me think that there needs to be two separate outs. Not outs, but anyways. There needs to be an input to the tanks, and there needs to be an output from the tanks. That means that this has to be segregated from that. Or else we'll have some sort of loop, which we don't want to go loopy at this point in the game, shall we? Anyways, let's dig holes for our conduits, and we're going to need to make some Arcane bellows. And also V's pumps. We're going to need V's pumps because it's going to be a very long journey to get to these areas. Now let's just, let's see. This doesn't provide any suction whatsoever. These, however, do. So let's figure it out. We're going to attach an Arcane bellows to this first set. Also get these out of the way. Hang on, we should put some of those valves on first so that we do not confuse ourselves at a later date. Because confusion, not so good. Trust me, I know. Okay, so for there, and we got some advanced V's valves. Advanced V's valves. Huh, I probably talked about that, didn't I? Okay, advanced V's valve, there and there. Now, I'm not sure. I think it requires to use the Arcane tinkering tool to be able to change the state of the V's valves. So let's pull the tinkering tool. That's light, that's good, that's dark, this is off. So V's goes that way, taint goes that way. Simple enough. And they're both on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, etc., etc. Now it pulls an extra 12 or 20 or something. Let's see. Yes, let's just put down our V's pump for now. Now when we place this, it should pull stuff. There. So it'll pull only the V's out of the system. Now this is pure taint. 2 taint to be precise. 2 pure taint. Now we're going to need to put the stuff into tanks. Now we don't really need to use a Thaumian reinforced tank because it's pure V's. Pure V's means that we, well, don't need to use a tank. Isn't that science? Isn't that science? Wow. Sigh. Now, thinking a little ahead right now, it's probably not best to bring it right up here because of how suction works. I want to have tanks all around here. Now that means that for the suction to work, it goes from one point to the highest point, right? Yes, it does. So, you know, this kind of sucks, right? Kind of sucks. So, another brainstorming session goes into the bank. Now, I'm gonna just mumble about this to myself, and you can tune me out if you want. I need to bring this stuff over here. Suction, simple. Now, the Thaumian tanks, the problem with them is that they only give 10 suction. 10 Vs and 10 taint suction. This gives a 20 of each suction, and it goes down steadily down the entire line. Now, sure, that means that it goes to the required tanks. So that means I need to have it centered. Now the problem is that it's 23. 23, not a magical number. In the fact that, well, it'll go to one place, then it'll fill it up. Brainwave. So, let's not have the tank here. Let's have the tank here instead, since I will want to do some runic awesomeness on the walls. So that means that is a no-go, and this area is shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This also has some control of the suction. So from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So probably here would be the maximum place of suction. So let's dig underneath and connect it to the V's valve to see if it actually manages to pull it from that location. I'm guessing it's a big fat no, since it doesn't like me. So 1, and there's no suction whatsoever at that point, which I thought would be the case. So it won't have any suction at that point. We can put some sort of suction device to pull it all over here, but the problem is that it won't actually go into the tank. It'll just stop at here. Okay, we're gonna need to make another V's pump. Just go with it, okay? We're gonna need to make a V's pump. That's gonna take an aqueous crystal and more enchanted wood. I don't have this connected whatsoever, so we're going to need to temporarily connect it to some sort of form of pure V's. Hey, look! There's a tank right here. Maybe we can use it. Okay, connected to the tank, we're going to need to make some more enchanted wood. So getting some V's crystals here just for fun. And we can go and get some more wood. Okay, wood goes in here to get the enchanted wood. We're also going to need to make some arcane bellows. Arcane bellows, pigskin, leather. No, that's leather, which is not pigskin, by the way. Vaporous crystal and iron ingot. I forgot the iron ingot, though I do have some alchemical help that I can use. So get that, and let's see, vaporous crystal and aqueous crystal. Vaporous, aqueous. Now let's make the stuff. We're gonna need to put the iron here, the leather here, the vaporous here, and enchanted wood. So let's try that again. Iron, leather, wood, crystal, bellows. Now the bellows are one part, but we're also going to need a V's pump. So let's get the bellows and conduits. Bellow, aqueous, conduit. Wood, 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 wood. Now here are our enchanted stuff. Stop being difficult, okay? You can stop being difficult now. Don't worry, I won't think any less of you. Okay, V's pump. V's pump will go here. Now, what I'm thinking is that this V's pump will pull the stuff from here. Now it'll go in here because it has nowhere to go. That's the theory, at least. Except that there's an internal storage in it, so that means I'll have to burn a few more things to be able to test that theory. So let's see. It's going, it's gone. It's not going anywhere because this is a much higher suction than that. So that theory is pretty much bogus. Stop proving me wrong. Now it's actually gone in. Maybe? No, that's a sucky thing. I was thinking of having like some sort of V's valve that I continue to toggle, though that won't have a good desired effect. Maybe I can just have not as many storage tanks as I would have liked and just go with the good old-fashioned stuff. Good old-fashioned stuff. I probably don't have any old-fashioned stuff that will be good. So let's pull once again. Get another conduit right there. And pull. And this time it should be... Oops. Whew, good thing I didn't get everything from that. Okay. This time it should pull some and go into the tank. Now it's going to go at a slow rate. That's to be sure. Ah! Ha-ha! Bellows! Bellows, bellows, bellows! You're probably thinking I'm being a raving idiot right now, but that's the case. Arcane bellows, arcane bellows, arcane bellows. Arcane bellows, I think I said it enough, are able to pull stuff to the tanks, like increase the suction of said tanks. So, instead of having to worry about all of this mumbo jumbo, I'll be able to connect the stuff to the Arcane network. Ooh, that's a good name. Arcane network. Whew, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Okay, so I'll be able to put bellows all across this wall and be able to pull stuff into the tanks. Now, since the tanks will be towering monstrosities, that won't be too bad. So that means I can recenter this, and it also means I'll be able to have some sort of output also. I'll just have to have a stronger current from these. Okay, that works. So I'm thinking that we're going to need to make a serious way to make the bellows. Bellows. Arcane bellows will continually require enchanted wood and vaporous crystals. Now, one thing that is a possibility of doing is having the ability to craft them automatically. Crafting the wood automatically. Now, I didn't have much success with the other stuff. Crafting pipes on the alchemical chests, though it might be a different case entirely with this. It connects, yes. Okay, good. So let's tinker with this and try to figure out some sort of way to make this work. So we got these crystals, and we're also going to need to take the wood that we have as well as a chest. Chest will make sense when I actually get into this stuff. Now, gonna need to make a requesting logistics pipe. That's where those golden chipset stuff comes in. And we have that. Now we're gonna need to also connect that, but anyways. We're gonna need to put enchanted wood as the output. The input will be one V's crystal and one piece of wood. And throw the rest of that stuff into our chest. Now we're also going to need another logistics pipe, the supplier pipe, I think it is, provider rather, the provider pipe to provide the stuff from it. Now I probably don't have a pipe, so I'll craft that. And then we can place it down and presto changeo. Now, here comes the place where it's pure theory. My theory is that when this gets requested, I'll say request the... Ooh, those are nice and shiny. Anyways, I'll request the enchanted wood. And I'll hopefully get enchanted wood. And the theory is that whenever I request some sort of item from the network, and when it sees that it needs to be a crafted item, this is the output of enchanted wood. It'll check, well, what items are required and then send those items in. Then, when it finally senses that the thing is done, even if it's not a crafting table, it'll be able to pull the stuff. Now, let's test that theory by doing that. Huh? Oh, fudge. What the? Okay. That's a bit of an oddity. Okay, that pulls stuff from it, so let's try pulling the stuff here. So having this connected to the pipes. This is probably going to be another alchemical chest thing waiting to happen. Connect there, there, and, well, yeah, that won't work. Connect there, there, and there. See if it works this way. Yes, it's a loop of awesome. I know. Okay, and we need to import the stuff. There, wood, and that. I'm so confused. Now let's request the 4 wood again to see if it goes anywhere. Yes! Ha! This works! It works! It works! Ah! Sorry, I'm at my happy place right now. I'm able to request as much enchanted wood as I need just by this simple process. So 16 shouldn't even be a problem. Yes! 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 Okay, that's perfect. So, by putting different infusers in a line, I'll be able to automatically craft all of the infusable items. So I'll be able to create those soul stuff, all of those Nitors automatically, and it'll be an automatic catastrophe when I just go like bam, 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 I want more stuff here. Thank you, sir. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? But it still is awesome. Okay, so that is giving me some other sort of goal. So I can easily make the arcane bellows by hooking this net up to the logistics network and stuff like that. Now that means I will need to have some fun stuff, and the fact that a wall of infusers, well, not a wall of infusers, but you get the point. A big long line of infusers. That'll be what's against the back wall. Infusers, dark infusers, all of the basically infusable items that I will need to use a lot of. So for instance, I can make a bunch of arcane boars by this process, and also some charms of cleansing and all of those collected wisdom and etc., which will make the process a lot easier. Now, of course, that will mean I need a lot of these. Like a lot of these. That's where the V's crystals come in and all of those extractor V's condensers. So, I got a plan for this building. The plan is pretty much that I will hook up all of this stuff to the Arcane network. So that this basically it starts with this. It pulls all of the stuff way over here and into the required chests, well, containers, and way over here or over there I'll have another V's pump to pull it over to these, and also the stuff that's going to be on the wall, which will be very fun. I'm getting chills of excitement right now. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Good timing on the electric jetpacks part for, like, leaving me out to dry. Wave time here. Signing off. Have a wonderful day.